Muraja'a means revision. Okay. Last time we said that the word, the kalima in the Arabic language is made up of three things, or every word is one of three things: ism, fi'l, and harf. And then we said we're going to take the ism and work on the ism. So we took the ism and we spoke about the signs of the asma. Asma is the plural for ism. We spoke about its signs. We said the signs of the ism is the tanween and the alif lam and the jar, right? And what was the fourth sign?
Fourth sign is
Ya and nida. Ya and nida. When we say ya Zaidi, that ya in Arabic, to call somebody, that's a sign that the word that comes after it is a noun, is a name. Okay, so we're working now on the names, on the nouns.
Muraja'a.
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 Muraja'a. Now we're taking a type of ism. Now we're taking a type of ism that we can turn into plural, into double, into dua, and into plural, and into female, and female plural. So we'll just recap that quickly. The first one we said is called mufrad. Mufrad. What does mufrad mean? Mufrad means singular. Okay? Mufrad, we have mufrad, we have mu'annath.
Muzakkar.
Yes. Okay, the mufrad is mudhakkar. What does mudhakkar mean?
Masculine.
Masculine. Mudhakkar is masculine. Mu'annath
Feminine.
means feminine. So we have the mufrad mudhakkar and we have the mufrad mu'annath. Okay? Mufrad mudhakkar, mufrad mu'annath. And we have muthanna.
Jew.
Muthanna. Muthanna. Muthanna means dual, two. Then we have muthanna mudhakkar. So we have dual in male form, and then we have muthanna in female form. What's that called? Mu'annath. Mu'annath. Okay, if any of you have any problems with any of the writing or the letters, let me know so I can explain to you. Alright, the muthanna, this is alif al-maqsura. Remember we said that alif al-maqsura is like a normal alif, mad. That's why we say muthanna. Don't be confused, it's not a ya. We don't say muthanni. It's not a ya because we have this alif al-maqsura. Like Musa, Isa, right? And mu'annath, here we have hamza. If you remember, we said the hamza, the hamza sign here, regardless if it comes on a waw or on a alif, like the alif, right? Or on a ya, or by itself, all of them are hamza. All of them are hamza. So if we have, for example, waw with hamza, and then fatha, we say a. Just like the same way we say a when the hamza is on the alif. The same way if we have like this, we say a. And if it's by itself, we still say a. Why? Because all of these are hamza. There's no difference. Don't be confused with the waw underneath and the ya underneath. These are just used as a tool to hold the hamza. Okay? And don't be confused between hamza and ayn. Because ayn looks like a hamza, but it's a little bit bigger, and it's always connected to a word. Abdan, ida, salla, for example. See the ayn? It's connected. The hamza can never connect. it never connects. It's always by itself and it's smaller. Alright, so just so you don't get confused between the ayn and the hamza. So here we said muthanna mu'annath. Mu'annath. Which is?
Feminine.
Okay, you understand this? I can delete it?
Yes.
Which is the two feminine. And then we have the plural. Plural in Arabic is called jam'. Jam'.
Is it jam'u?
Yes, jam'u. Yani depending on the grammar, it can be jam'i, jam'a. Okay, but jam', if we stop on this on the ayn. Okay? Jam'. I'll use this one. Jam' mudhakkar. Okay, and if you want to say it properly, it's actually jam'u al-mudhakkar as-salim. As-salim. Why do we say as-salim? Salim means sound. Sound. Meaning it's clear, there's a rule for it. We know if we have Muslim, then the Jam'a al-Mudhakkar as-Salim is Muslimun. Right? But there's some words where, no, or Muslimin, it's still Jam'a al-Mudhakkar as-Salim. But there's some words where the plural of that word is not Jam'a al-Mudhakkar as-Salim. It's a different type of Jam'a, which is called Jam' Taksir. And we'll talk about that. Okay? So we say Jam'u al-Mudhakkar as-Salim.
What you say as salim is sound.
Sound.
What's the difference between a sound that you mentioned?
Not sound like physical, like a sound from the mouth. This is sound like good.
Like definitive.
Like it literally means sound, like a sound hadith. Hadith salim. Yani
Oh,
like sound as in
it's not the sound that we.
It's not a noise. It's not an audio. It's not an audible sound.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's like sound as in
Sahih.
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 Okay, and I'll explain to you why we call it this. Yani later. Okay, jam, and we have jam
Muannath.
al-mu'annath as-salim. Okay. Now, we said the example, Muslim. Do you understand this, Mudathir, or is it already confusing you?
It's already a little while.
Okay. The Arabic language, every word in the Arabic language, if you take out any word from the Quran or any word from the Arabic language, it can only be one of three things. It can either be a name, which is what we call ism, or it can be a verb, which is what we call fi'l, or it can be a letter, which is what we call harf. If it's a name, like a noun in English, right, a name, then we are talking now about the names, the words that are names. So, what, for example, if I say the word Muslim, Muslim is a name, right? It's a noun, right?
Wow.
Now, in Arabic, from the word Muslim, I can bring about other words from the word Muslim that indicates that word is for a female, or that indicates that word is for two people, not one person, because Muslim is one person, and or to indicate that word is for many people, male, or many people who are female. That's the Arabic language from this one word, right? So Muslim is mufrad mudhakkar. Mufrad meaning singular form. Muslim is a singular. Mudhakkar meaning masculine. So if I say Mudaththir is a Muslim, I cannot say Fatima is a Muslim. I say Fatima is a Muslima. I have to add ta al-marbuta. Okay? Ta al-marbuta. That ta al-marbuta is is the sign for the female. So when I add the ta marbuta, I turn it from mufrad mudhakkar to mufrad muannath, singular female. Okay? Then I can change it, then from this word Muslim, I can talk about two Muslims, right? Two Muslims by adding alif and nun. So I say Muslim, right? I add alif and nun to the mim, Muslimani. Muslimani. That by adding that alif and nun, that has made one Muslim mean two Muslims. So Mudathir and Zaidi are Muslimani. I don't say Mudathir and Zaidi are Muslim in Arabic when I speak Arabic. Because you are two Muslims, there's a word in Arabic to indicate two people. Okay?
That's for masculine, or what about feminine?
That's for masculine, okay? And for feminine, for masculine also it can be alif and nun, and it also can be ya and nun. So I add ya and nun, muslimayni. Muslimayni. They both have the same meaning. The reason why they are different, because we will learn the grammar later. Muslimayni. Okay, that also is two male. Now if you want to say female, what we do the same thing. We do the same thing, but we add to the female singular. So instead of saying Muslimani, we say Muslimatani, because he has ta al-marbuta, right? So we say Muslim, then the ta al-marbuta, because we're going to add alif and nun to it, we turn the ta al-marbuta to a ta al-maftuha, normal ta. And we add alif and nun, Muslimatani. That's for female. And if one, and also it can also be the same like this. Muslima adta taini. Taini. Alright, exactly. Then if you want to say the plural, if you want to say all of us are in the male form, we say Muslimun. We add waw and nun to the end. So from the original Muslim, we add, see Muslim, we add waw and nun. Muslimun. And notice here, okay, that's the plural male, okay? And we can also add ya and nun. So we say Muslimina.
Muslimuna also?
Muslimina. Muslimuna and Muslimina. Okay?
This is for masculine plural.
This is for masculine plural also. Okay? So what's the difference between this? This is ya and nun, and this one, Muslim maini, is also ya and nun. Right? So what's the difference between the two? It's in the haraka. It's in the haraka. Here Muslimay, the fatha on the mim and kasra on the nun. Muslimayni. This one is kasra on the mim and nun on the fatha. Terbali. Opposite way. Muslimina. The kasra and the fatha have swapped position. Okay? Then we go to plural female. We just add alif and ta. Muslim mat. Because the origin of the mad is that the haraka before, if it's mad fatha, before it should be mad alif, then before it should be fatha, right? Muslimat. Look, before the waw should be dhamma, Muslimun. Before the ya, kasra, Muslimin. Except in this case. This case, we have ya, mad, but before it is not kasra, before it is fatha. So we say Muslimain, because this is mad lin, what we call mad lin. In tajweed, it changes the rule of the original mad, which is the kasra follows the ya, the dhamma follows is preceded by, the ya is preceded by kasra, the waw is preceded by dhamma, and the alif is preceded by fatha. That's the original rule. But in this case, the rule changes. We have ya, but before it is not kasra, it is fatha. Muslimayni. Is that clear? Okay. Now we just give one more example because we took this already in the last lesson. This is just for the brothers' recap.
So these rules, are they for every single word, like every single noun? Is it the same rule?
Fixed in this case, in this
For
scenario.
now.
Okay.
Not every single name,
Right.
but in this case, if you can understand this, you can understand a lot to do with the names. If you understand this, you can open the Quran and say, okay, waw noon, sometimes, not because we have waw noon also for the verbs. But if it's a name,
For now.
or a noun, you can see that you can usually apply this. Okay? I'll give you another example. What is the opposite of a Muslim? What is the opposite of a Muslim? Kafir. Right? Muslim is someone who believes in Allah, and a kafir is someone who doesn't believe in Allah. Generally. We don't want to go into Aqidah. Kafir is someone who disbelieves in Allah. Okay? Because can a Muslim be a kafir? In reality?
Hypocrite.
A Muslim, can he be a kafir?
Temporary.
Hypocrite, very good. Munafiq, what's a munafiq? A munafiq is someone who prays with the Muslims, he exposes himself to be with the Muslims, right? He might be fasting in Ramadan, he might hang around the Muslims, but in his heart, he doesn't really believe in Allah, or he doesn't believe in the Akhirah, or in Jannah, or the Day of Judgment, and so on and so forth. So kafir, if we want to talk to a female, we say, what do we say, mudathir? We add tal marbuta to kafir. So kafir, ra. Right?
Right. Yeah.
Because tal marbuta, that's a rule, right? And for you, Julian, the tal marbuta here and this tal al marbuta are the same. The only difference is this is connected to the mim, that's why we write it like that. And this one, the ra cannot connect to any letter after it. So it's circle, it's by itself. But they're both the same.
But it's not pronounced.
It's not pronounced as a ta, unless we continue reading.
Same as the-
Muslimatun, if I say muslimatun, yes, we pronounce ta, muslimatun. But if I stop, muslimah, we pronounce it as a ha. Okay?
in both cases.
No.
In both cases, yes. They're both the same. It's only different because of joining with the letter before and not joining with the letter before.
It's the same letter that's
Yeah.
written differently.
Kafira is the female. Alright? So, for example, Condoleezza Rice, is that her name? Condoleezza Rice. What is she? Is she a kafir or is she a kafira?
We don't know.
Kabir and
Huh?
Kabir and Kafir.
Kafira?
Maybe she became Muslim by then.
You guys are extreme. Is she a kafira? Can we say she's a kafira in Islam? Can we say she's a kafira?
Yes.
Not a
From
Muslim
our
yet.
actions.
Not Muslim yet?
From our actions.
We must, it's part of our belief that we must say she's a kafira. If we don't say she's a kafira, then we have a problem with our belief. Why? Because the origin is that a kafir is a kafir and a Muslim is a Muslim. If a Muslim is in reality a hypocrite, we don't know that because that's in his heart. We judge him like he's a Muslim. We deal with him like he's a Muslim. But the person that is clearly a kafir, like someone that is, for example, Christian, he's known to be a Christian or a Jew or atheist or a Zionist, then we have to affirm that this person is a kafir. We don't say, why do I make this point? Because some people say, or some Muslims say, yeah, I know things don't look good, but we don't know what is in her heart.
Yeah.
Maybe she believes, but she's just showing because she has to for the camera and for the... No, if in origin we know that she is not a Muslim, then she's a kafir. That's the origin. And if for her to become a Muslim, if she does good deeds, even if she does good deeds, like there's one guy, what's his name? George Galloway. Right? I was having a conversation once with somebody, and I mentioned George Galloway, kafir. He said, you cannot say that, huh?
It's Muslim.
Has he came out and announced his Islam?
I think
Has he
so.
said the Shahada Ashhadu an la ilaha
I
illallah
think
wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah? If he has done that recently, I'm not sure about that. But from the old videos, he has made many comments, positive comments, like things that the beliefs of a Muslim. He will say, I believe, for example, what the Muslims believe in is real. Right? He'll say comments like that, like Muhammad is a prophet from God. And he'll say things like this, right? So back then, I'm not sure now if he's testified the Shahada. Back then, there's still nothing, even though he's saying the things that we believe in, and he goes out and he might fast in Ramadan, for example. But if he has not openly declared his Shahada, then we still see him as a kafir. Why? Because a person can fast in Ramadan. A non-Muslim can fast in Ramadan, can do things that a Muslim does, but unless he declares his Shahada, he has not entered Islam. Because that is why we learn the 5 pillars of Islam. 5 pillars meaning, well, the first pillar is the Shahada. If a person doesn't do the Shahada, he does not enter Islam, right? So this is how we judge. We see, okay, origin. Now, if you want to say, I told you, don't get me into Aqidah.
Yeah, yeah,
We want to say to Mudakkar. We want to say to kuffar, to kafirs. Okay, to kafirs in the male form. Kafiran. Kafiran. We just add alif and nun. Or it can be kafiraini. Okay, look, muslimaini kafiraini. If we want to say muthanna mu'annath, to for the female, we just add the ta, right? But that's it. And then we do the same thing here. Add the alif nun and the ya nun. So it becomes, give me the answer.
You add
The female, two. So with the female two, the male two is kafirani. Kafirani. The female two is same, we add alif and nun, but onto the ta. So kafira tani. Or kafira taini. Good. Easy? Jam'u al-mudhakkar al-salim.
So for Jew female, all you're adding is on the end of kafir, you're adding the ta, alif and nun, right?
Yes.
Or ta, ye and nun,
Yes,
right?
that's it.
Okay.
Easy. The Jam'u al-mudhakkar al-salim, the male plural, we add waw and nun. So we say kafir. If I add waw and nun,
Kafiruna.
yes. And it can also be,
Kafirina.
yes, beautiful. Clear? That's for male plural. So we do not like the kafirin or the kafirun. We try to stay away from the ways of the kafirun or the kafirin, because we're talking about all of them. But we don't want to be like, I don't want to be like a kafir, singular form. Okay? Jam'u al-mu'annath al-salim, the female plural is, we add alif and ta. So we say kafi,
Kafirat.
kafirat. Easy? Okay? What does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say?
That's not a kasra underneath the ta, is
No.
it? On the top one?
This is not a kasra.
No.
Kul ya ayyuhal
Kafirun.
kafirun. So is Allah talking to one kafir or is he talking to all the kuffar? He's talking to all the kuffar. He's talking to all the kafirun.
Yeah, but is that masculine?
Mm.
Masculine plural. But now, the masculine plural in Arabic includes the female.
So women are special. They have a term just for themselves.
Just for
But if
themselves.
it's everyone, then they share ours.
Subhanallah. See that. Look at the place of the woman in Islam. The media, they try to make Islam look like oppressive religion against their women, but Islam actually gives a special place for the woman, even in the grammar, even in the language.
Actually, it's the contrary.
No, don't say that.
Because
Listen,
it's the same in French.
Whatever you say can be held against you.
No, because I know.
on the day of judgment and on YouTube.
No, because I don't. I just want to say a small point. Like feminists in French, they say why when we say men and women together, we use the men.
Not women.
It could be why not using the woman
Okay,
to
so-
mean the men and women. So they say actually it's.
So what they're saying, why can't we use kafirat
Yeah,
for
because-
men and
Okay,
women?
then you go back and say to them, okay, then why don't we have something special only for men?
Yeah.
The woman has to be included with us. Yes, because our Lord He orders us to look after our women and to care for our women and raise our women. So the man cannot be alone. The man needs the woman, and the woman is part of the man. That's the
Yeah.
answer.
Allah created.
Yeah,
Allah created
Adam
the
first.
woman from the rib of Adam
Yeah.
alayhi salam.
Yeah.
Meaning the man, the woman, the man is struggles with our woman. The man, because it's a part of his self that's taken away from him.
Yeah.
It doesn't complete until he's not complete until he gets married, and that's why we say that marriage completes half the deen. Because we complete ourselves again. We can focus on our learning, on our deen, on our ibadah, on our right. So there's the argument against them.
So
But it's easy to twist words.
When you have more than one, then it becomes
Yeah, that's another topic. There's an aqidah, there's fiqh of the woman, and there's different.
We've got a lot of stuff here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stick to Arabic.
Let's
huh?
stick to Arabic.
But if you still playing, right? Okay, right.
All right. So
We'll have to edit that one out.
Right. So these examples now I gave as the brothers for homework. Okay. For example, Salih means a righteous person. Sabir means someone that has sabr. Zalim, someone who is an oppressor. Sa'im, someone who is fasting. I want you, whoever was not here last class, to write this down and do for homework. So you just follow the same rule. Salih, you say, look.
It's on the
Yeah.
message.
Was it on the message?
Yeah, it's on the message. Yeah. Take a photo.
Yeah. Okay. Najib's good side. Yeah.
Our good side?
I said, yeah, get your good side.
Yeah. Okay.
So just going over, the first one is the name,
Yes. The
Yeah.
singular form.
singular form. The second
Male.
one is the
Singular form, female.
female.
I sent in my notes.
Obvious.
Mufrad, this
You
word
read
mufrad.
anything, have you?
This word mufrad, memorize it. I want you guys, even the ones that I know you guys understand now the concept, but I want you to memorize the terminology. Mufrad,
Yeah.
singular. So mufrad applies to mudhakkar, which is male, and to mu'annath, which is female. Alright? So easy, look. Sabir, for example. Sabir is singular male. If you want to say female, sabirah. Sabirani, for two, male. Sabiraini, two male. Sabiratani, sabirataini, for female, two. Sabiruna, sabirina, for male, plural. Sabirat, for plural, female. Okay? Look, sabiru, sabira, sabirani, sabiraini, sabiratani, sabirataini, sabiruna, sabirina, sabirat.
Can you do the three of us just to check if we are okay?
Okay, let's do dhalim. Dhalim. Give me dhalim.
Zalima,
Okay, dhalim, dhalima,
Zalimani,
dhalimani, or
Zalimaini, Zalimatan,
yeah,
Zalimatani, Zalimataini,
yeah,
Zalimuni, Zalimuna,
yeah, dhalimuna. This never changes. Fatha, always fatha, and this is always kasra. Okay?
Zalimaini,
Yeah,
Zalimai,
dhalimina,
Zalimain,
Zalimina.
Zalimina, Zalimat,
dhalimat. Mudathir, you want to give us Sa'im. Sa'im is singular. Sa'im is one person who is fasting.
So then you've got Saima,
Sa'ima, yeah, female.
then Saimani,
Yeah,
Saimani,
yeah. Now the two for female.
Saimatani,
Yeah,
Saimataini,
yeah.
Saimatuna,
Sa'imuna,
Saimuna.
because it's male,
Okay. Saimuna.
male plural, yeah.
So Maini,
Sa'imina,
Saimina,
Nina, okay.
and then Saiman,
Sa'imat.
Saiman.
Okay, we don't put the haraka here because it can be, sometimes it can be fatha, sometimes it can be kasra, sometimes it can be dhamma, it changes. Okay? But these ones that I put the diacritics, the haraka, they don't change. Alright, clear? Do you want to do one more example, Julian?
Sali.
Huh?
We did Sali.
Salih? Okay, do Salih.
Saliha.
Yeah.
Salihani, Salihaini, Salihatani, Salihataini, Salihuna, Salihina, Salihat.
Yes.
You gave an extra one, right? Hafiz.
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 Okay, give me Hafiz Farhan.
It was in his text message.
Yeah, but it was new.
Yeah.
It was not from
He's crafty, huh? You
Hafiz.
stuck another one in there.
Yes.
You give us Hafiz.
Yeah.
Sorry. So
If you know the rule, you don't. Whatever word I give you, even if it's a new word, you should. It's easy to apply now.
Hafiz.
Okay, Farhan.
Okay, so
Hafiz.
Hafiz.
Yes.
Hafiz.
Go on.
Hafiz.
Hafiz.
Hafizah.
Hmm?
Hafizani.
Yes.
Hafizaini.
Yes.
Hafizotani.
Yeah.
Hafizotaini.
Mm-hmm.
Hafizuna.
Mm-hmm.
Hafizina.
Zina.
Zini.
Tongue.
Zina.
Yeah.
Hafizot.
Hafizat. Hafiz means someone who preserves. So you could be. It might not be a Hafiz of the Quran. We say Hafiz because it became known. When you say Hafiz, it's the Hafiz of the Quran.
Preserve,
But in language, Hafiz means someone that preserves. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Al-Hafidhu furujahum, for example. The ones who preserve their private parts. He used the word Al-Hafidhun. Hafidhun. Hafidhun. So they preserve their private parts. Alright, clear? Now, okay, I'm going to take this away.
Is that okay?
It's okay.
Did you chop mine as well?
It's not nice. Spirit.
So this is what you've done in the first couple of lessons.
Yeah. We've got half an hour
Yes.
now for our badminton.
There's one lesson you missed out on.
Okay.
In a hurry.
You can watch it on the
Was that the
YouTube.
first lesson, was it?
The first lesson, and the second. There's two lessons, but the second lesson is pretty much
This is
revision.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Now, not all words
Oh no.
can be Jama'a Mudhakkar Salim
Irregular.
irregular. You took Arabic before?
It's French, bro.
It's saying like French. They copied the Arabs, subhanAllah, see? They took our way of living and they claimed
Except
they claimed
polygamy,
to be.
unfortunately.
Yeah, they do it outside marriage.
Irregular, yes, exactly right. It's called Jama' Taksir.
We get all the difficulties and all the bounties.
Look, we have what is called Jam'u. Okay, Jama' Mudhakkar Salim.
Oh, thank you.
Jam'u At-Taksir. Jam'u At-Taksir. Taksir means break in Arabic. Meaning the normal rule,
Well, breaks now.
the rules of it breaks, it changes. And this applies to some of the names, or many of the names, not some, many of the names. So not all names, it applies to some of the many of the names, and it applies for جمع مذكر السالم. Okay? جمع مذكر السالم.
The taxi is breaks.
Breaks.
Jamru Taksim.
تكسير را.
The taxi, the taxi is it the same?
Taksir is the name, is literally means breaks. But what the idea is that it breaks the normal guide. So for example, some words like, for example, look, rajul. And these words I want you to write down and to memorize them and write the meaning, memorize them.
And asalim means.
I'm going to try and give you as much as possible words from the Quran as examples to build your vocabulary. So when you read the Quran, you can understand some words. Okay, maybe not all the words we use are going to be mentioned in the Quran, but I'll try to use most of the examples as examples mentioned in the Quran.
So asalim means authentic, right?
Salim.
Salim.
Salim, yes.
Salim.
Salim, sound. Like this is sound, this is sound. You know that Muslim, for Jama Mudhakkar Salim, is Muslimuna. If I give you a word that you don't know, right? In origin, you just add a waw noon to it and you get the Jama. But with Jama Taksir, you need to memorize the plural.
Yeah.
It's different. So like Rajul, خلاص, we just put Rajul. Rajul means man.
Man.
Rajul means man.
Rajul.
Rajul.
Okay.
Okay? We cannot say Rajula,
Yeah.
right? We cannot say Rajula,
No.
because it's not, right? So the Rajula doesn't apply. But we can say Rajulani. Rajulani. And we can say what?
Laney.
Rajulaini. Right? We can't say Rajulatani because we're talking about a male or a man.
Raju.
But for the plural, we say Rijal.
Oh. That's the difference.
So Rijal.
So we have to make
In only one, not two. This one.
This is plural.
No, I think there's only one and not
Because the
waw and
plural
noon
of the
and yeah.
regular ones are two, right?
There's two different ways of
Una-
writing.
Yeah, only one. Just take this for now. You just have to memorize this. You just have to memorize this.
Don't it's five.
No, Rijal. Sometimes in Arabic, sometimes, rare circumstances, there is two types of plural that can be used.
So the regular, for grammar reason, they can have also two. The irregular, like the broken ones.
Very, very rare.
Okay.
This is not a rule. This one's a rule. We have two because of grammar purposes.
Yeah.
This is not a rule. This you just have to memorize the word generally. Okay? But sometimes some of the taksir is similar. Sometimes.
Rijal.
Yeah. Rijal. So this is men.
Plural is Rijal.
And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the masajid,
What's the name?
that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala his name is mentioned in, he says, فيه رجال فيه رجال يعني that the inside of it is men who want to be purified.
Rijal.
Yes, and Allah loves those who purify themselves, who want to be purified. So rijal, you see the word
So
rijal.
I guess women is the same. They cannot be a woman. It must be irregular then.
Don't think like that. Just take it like memory. Memorize. Rijal is
Yeah.
plural for men in Jama Taksir. Okay? We do not say Rajulun.
So
in Arabic.
woman is a broken one or is a normal one? Woman.
Let's
Okay.
take bit by bit so you can build.
Okay.
You learn vocabulary and you know whether to use. As you build your vocabulary, this is actually not as difficult as you think. Why? Because Yes, it's not a rule. But as we go along, you will learn
Will become
the taksir
familiar.
of each word.
Yeah.
And it will become more and more familiar.
Rijal.
So now you know that rijal, we don't want to put too much pressure on our plate. We know that the plural of rajul is rijal. That's it. If you learn that, you memorize that, and you remember that, that's very good.
So is there a lot of irregular nouns?
There's a lot of irregular nouns, yes.
And is there the same rule for them, or each one is different?
Different. The irregular nouns, generally, you have to memorize them, the words. Like, for example, examples here. Okay, kitab.
Kitab. Book.
Kitab. Okay? We don't say kitaba, we say kitaban. Kitaban. What does that mean?
2 books.
2 books. And we say kutub.
Is it kitab or katab?
Kutub.
It's
Kitab. Kitab, sorry. Kitab.
Good job.
Okay, kutub.
Oh, kutubun or
Kutub. Kutub. So it can be kutubun, kutubin, kutuban,
And what about in the conversation? So basically we say kutub.
kutub.
You won't say kitabin, right?
Now, if you talk about many books, you say kutub.
No.
2 books, kitabain. Kitaban.
Kitaban.
Yes.
Not.
2 books.
There's not 2 versions of it, just one version.
One version. Kitaban.
Some people have this as a name, don't they? Kutub. Is that the same?
No, that's qaf. Kutub.
Oh, that's
With qaf and ta.
Kitab.
Kutub. Like Sayyid Kutub.
Yeah. So that doesn't mean books.
That's not books. Kutub, okay?
You've been calling them books, haven't you?
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you one more. This is mainly for memorizing, okay?
Yeah.
Qalam.
Qalam is the pen.
Yes. Qalam.
Kalaman.
Qalaman, right? Or qalamain. This one, kitabain. So was that the question you were asking, Nadim? About this one, kitabain?
Yes.
Yes, you can use kitabain.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Ah, you
I
can-
thought you were asking about the female. Kitabain, yes.
So there's no
It's the same.
female. There's no female in these words, is there?
It's a masculine word.
Yeah, just the masculine.
Right.
Kitaban or kitabain. Because female is for a female person. Okay?
So kitabaini.
Kitabaini. You can also say kitabaini. Kitabani or kitabaini. Okay. Or kitabaini. Qalamani or qalamaini. Then the jama' taksir, the jama' taksir is aqlam. Aqlam. Alright? This is enough for today, for the jama' taksir. Only 3 words you have to memorize. Rijal, kutub, aqlam. Is it difficult?
Oh, it's aklam.
Aqlam is pens.
Oh, it will all become yeah.
And basically we're still doing the same thing here. We're doing the same thing, but these words do not have Jama' Mudhakkar as-Salim. They have their own special way of writing the Jama', the plural, which is called Jama' Taksir. So we just need to memorize these 3 words.
But the 2 is always the same.
It's the same anyway, right? Is that clear?
Kalam, and the second one is
Kalamaini.
Kalamani.
Qalam, qa.
Qalam.
Qalamani, qalamaini, aqlam.
أقلام.
أقلام. Alright, you want to clear this?
Wait.
You've all read it, or you want to keep going? Vocabulary, always write the vocabulary is very important. Mashallah, your writing is good, Julian.
I don't really understand what I'm writing.
You don't understand the letters?
Some is really different from the Quran,
Yeah,
but step by step. I mean.
step by step.
Basically, how can we differentiate either that particular word is Jama' Muzakkar Salim or Jama' Jam'u Taksir?
You need to know the words.
So you just memorize it.
You need to
Memorize.
know the word.
There's no trick. Hard work.
But don't worry, as we go along, it will take time. Not expected to know that.
So
in one week or month. But
generally,
as you learn, it will stick within your.
so generally you just apply the upper rules unless you find out.
Yes,
the-
unless you know it's Jamal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Alright, done?
Yes.
Indeed, you have them written down in the lesson, not in the previous.
So
That what they mean.
when it comes
I'm
to
asking,
Get the
objects
WhatsApp
Yes.
message you'll send.
like kalam,
I'll sit with you if you want.
Yes.
without objects, yeah. Though
Yes.
in Arabic they have also the masculine,
The,
feminine.
the feminine?
Yeah.
Some have feminine.
Okay. So in this case they don't.
In this case, they don't have feminine because these are not feminine words.
Like a car.
But some words have tel marbuta in origin,
Okay.
like sayara, car.
Sayara.
Sayara
Because
has tel marbuta at the end, so it's a female word.
feminine words.
French, right? Is a car a feminine word in French?
It's une voiture. You don't say un.
And if it's a female word in origin,
Pen.
then the
Um,
female
it's masculine.
dual applies also.
So he's got it easy, right?
And the female jama' taksir, jama' mu'annath salim also applies.
Latin.
So sayara,
That's
Sayara.
we don't say sayarani, we use the female. Sayaratani.
What does sayara
And
mean?
we don't use the male version.
Sayara.
We use the female version. Sayarat.
What does sayara mean?
Car.
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 And coche.
So this one is. I'm a bit confused here. This one is female word.
This is the female. So these examples.
So
These examples that I gave you now.
Now
Rajul,
in Arabic.
Kitab, qalam.
A male.
These are
Why I
just,
skipped the female and the female here and the female over there? Because the word in origin is male.
it's a masculine word.
Masculine word.
Some words are male, some
Yeah.
words are female.
Yes, some words are male, some words are female.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example with a female word. Sayara.
So how do you know if it's male or female? You have to
Memorize it.
No, the sign, sayara, look.
You have to learn French.
And look
This
the way
is the sign of the female.
Spanish.
Right?
Ah,
Isn't that the sign of the female? This actually I should write this here. Then I rubbed it out,
Mm.
but actually that's where it belongs. Because it's female singular. It's female singular, where the female singular was.
Okay.
Like muslimah.
Okay.
This is now sayara.
There's no male
It's
version.
not male because the word in origin is female. So even objects, the names of things, can be male or can be female. So if it's female, then we just apply the female rule, or the double.
Mm.
And the female jama.
Okay.
And if it's male, we apply the male
Rule.
double
Yeah.
or the male jama.
See, we gave them the car and they still wrote on drive.
But they don't have neutral, right? Yeah, male, female, neutral.
Life is not neutral, my brother.
That's
Allah.
French words.
No, I'm just I'm asking
Huh?
because
There are some
Neutral-
French words which
every-
in German,
yeah.
they have actually
Neutral words?
Yeah.
No, male or female.
Oh, it's
No.
Arabic
sorry.
in the names. So now we are still learning the names, the asma.
For example, in German,
Yeah.
you have Auto, which is the car.
Yeah.
We they call it Das.
So poor.
This is neutral. Das Auto.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
no, German is
In-
different. German,
German is different.
That's why I'm saying in German they have
German and English
female
is very
and-
similar.
And
No, German and English is very similar.
no, in German they've got male, female,
Yeah,
neutral.
but so do we. I mean, a plane, right?
No, but then you don't
She
call.
drives or
Right, we
flies
don't-
well,
we
I
don't
right?
really need a new
You don't have
It's
the.
Okay.
really.
What about Urdu?
You see, in English you
Yeah,
only
a
have.
car is a feminine in Urdu.
You say use Urdu.
Yeah.
switch your mindset when you learn Arabic.
It's the same alphabet. Yeah.
There.
But pen is not masculine or feminine.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
This wasn't. A pen is not.
Pen is a pen.
Wow.
Right? Kalam. The same as
The same
Arabic.
word,
It's
yeah.
kalam. But gari, right? You put a year on the end, right? Like Larki.
So you're gonna give us female name now?
Yeah, masculine normally have alif at the end, right? Assalamu alaikum. Thanks for coming.
أسماء الإشارة. What's أسماء?
7 names.
Names. أسماء is the plural of
Ism.
اسم. Is أسماء جمع مذكر سالم or جمع تكسير؟ جمع تكسير. We don't say اسمونا, right? But we say اسماني, اسميني, right? But we don't say اسمونا, we say أسماء. So that's another word of جمع تكسير. الإشارة. إشارة means to point or to direct. To point at something. To direct to something. أسماء الإشارة are types of names, because we're still talking about the names, that you can identify things. This is, that is, right? In English, this is what is Asma' al-Ishara. Asma' al-Ishara, we have a few types in Arabic.
The ishara is just a sign, right?
Ishara is like a sign, is like to show. Okay? We have a few types. For the female, okay, and for the male, mudhakkar.
You're
Okay,
making
we'll
a
put-
table, are you?
Yes.
Okay.
So the female, mu'annath, we'll put the female first for our French audience, because the female, we always put the female before the male. That's not an Arabic rule, that's Islamic rule. And the Prophet ﷺ, he did one of his last words before he left this world, he said, take care of your women. The mu'annath, to say this is, okay, or this, we say, هذه. Let me write it more neatly. هذه.
Hadi.
Yes. In origin, it's ha. It's with a mad after the ha. هذه. But when we write it, we don't write the mad. That's just the rule, okay? هذه.
So the Zah
Hadi
has a kasra
means-
in it.
This.
Yeah. The Zah has a kasra in it.
هذه. Yes, that has kasra. Like this. هذه.
Right? But we don't write it.
But we don't write the alif. It's in origin it's هذه. We don't write the mad. The mudhakkar is هذا. هذا. Also هذا.
Vos.
This. But for the male, for the mudhakkar.
Both of them means this.
Female.
This.
هذا كلام.
This, same. But for the female.
That's
So,
good.
for example,
So if
So-
there's a, sorry, if there's a mud on Haza, is it
no, write it the way I've written it here. But when we say it, we say هذا. We don't say هذا. We We don't say هذا.
So set.
We say هذا as though there is a mad there when we pronounce it. But this is the way we write it without the mad.
So for the male is
So هذه.
for
Say
female.
say after me. هذه.
هذه
For the female.
for the female.
هذا for the male. Say هذا.
هذا.
That's it. Okay. Example.
What does asma mean here?
Asma is the plural of ism. Name. Noun.
Names.
Names. وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى. To Allah belongs all the beautiful names.
So what does asma ishara mean?
So Asma al-Ishara, the names that
Point to.
something. I'll explain to you now. Example. Let's take a male word. Let's use the examples that we used previously so we can start to structure our sentences and our words. Kitab. Right? Kitab. What is kitab?
Book.
A book. Right? Kitab is one book. And it is male.
هذا كتاب.
هذا كتاب. هذا كتاب. This is a book. هذا كتاب.
Cannot say هذه كتاب.
هذا كتاب. That's ishara.
This is kitab is masculine, so you're saying هذا kitab.
Yes, and we're saying هذا because it's kitab. There's no ta marbuta. There's no signs of feminine.
Makes
Okay?
sense?
So give us a feminine one now.
Now for feminine, kutub is feminine. I'll tell you why in a second.
Two.
Yes.
Oh.
Kutub, the jama, the plural in Arabic, we use female for the plural,
All plural.
or the plurals.
Plural for kitab.
The plural for kitab is kutub. So we say, هذه كتب. هذه كتب. Because there's more than one. Okay? Or if you want a simple example, so we don't go, so I don't confuse you.
Don't
Okay.
rub that out yet, please.
You want to keep it?
Yeah,
Because
please.
I thought when you said plural, we take the man and it encompasses the female, and now you're saying it's the female that could encompass
So you're saying he as well,
Only
right?
for the
irregular.
no. That's different. Now we're on the next stage. Now we're on the ishara. The ishara, when we use plural names,
Mm-hmm.
we refer to that plural name in the feminine. In the feminine. Okay? I'll give you an example. I don't want to get into it now because I don't want to confuse
Those
you.
are no names. They are not names, right?
These are names. هذه are names. That's why we put it under
Is it-
asma.
Is it applied when we pointing something plural?
Yes.
And it becomes as hazi, something feminine.
Yes.
Is it true?
Yes, if you point to something, if it's plural, you refer to it as a
Okay, but
feminine.
just one question. This and those. This is it in English? Is it a name? It's not a name. You know what I mean? It has another name.
But it's a noun, right?
It's a name.
It's a
name.
noun.
It's a type of name. It's under the names in
A
Arabic.
book is a noun, right?
Al-asma.
This.
So هذا وهذه are names.
Right.
هذا هذه
Mm.
are names. That's why asma al-ishara. Now we're going through the different types of asma before we go to the verb. So you can understand the asma. You can understand all the different types of nouns and names and right. Then when we move on to the verbs, you won't be so confused. Alright, look, I think this for now,
So
just to give you an example, I don't want you to focus too much. Huh?
هذه أقلام.
هذه الأقلام. Okay? I don't want to confuse you, but just to give you an example.
But wait, just before you go there, can you say هذه رجال?
No.
Why not? Because that's plural.
Because
now,
had-
professional.
yeah.
Yeah. For that one is an exception.
Actually, هذه الرجال
No. These are men. So is it now, is that an exception or what? That's going to confuse.
Because you heard it before?
No. Let's go back. I missed it. Let's go back. Look, this, forget about it for now.
Okay.
Because I missed something very important, okay? Because I need to finish, let me finish this and then we'll move on. Let's move on slowly, okay?
Okay.
Kitab is male, singular male. So we say hada kitab. If we want to talk about female, see the problem why here the kutub is not singular form. Now we're talking about singular form.
Yeah.
Alright, so you can't say hada he kutub,
Yes.
right? Grammatically,
Yeah.
that's wrong, right?
You can,
Okay.
but I don't want to confuse you.
Okay, no, okay, I understand.
I don't want to confuse you because then you're going to start thinking like rijal, other things. Let's work one step at a time, okay? Kitab
Wow.
is known, singular. Let's work on what we know and what we're firm with.
A
Okay?
book.
Kitab is singular.
Yes.
Now, if we take a female word,
Siyar.
siyara,
Mr.
we say
Hazi.
hadi sayara.
Hazi Sayar.
Hadi sayara.
What is Sayar?
Car.
Car.
That's female.
Yes. Write the word sayara. If you don't know, write it so you know what it is. So we say هذه سيارة. Okay, what's the difference between هذا السيارة with alif lam
Sayara.
and هذا الكتاب?
Very precise, definite.
You're definite. So when I say هذا الكتاب, that book,
Yeah, that book.
this book, you know which book? If I say يعني هذه سيارة or هذا كتاب, this is a book. This is a book. It's general. But هذا الكتاب, the alif lam makes it specific. This book. It means I'm going to say something about this book specifically. هذا كتاب is just saying this is a book.
Already.
So do you want us to add the L?
No, I'm just giving you a side note, okay?
Okay.
Alright? Because the alif lam is very important.
Yeah, the L makes it a definitive article,
Definitive,
right?
makes it specific. It specifies what you're talking about.
The, right? Or I want water. I want the water.
But when you say this thing is precise, no? Always. This car.
This is a pen. Whose pen? Right? This is.
But if you say A,
No,
but
if
if
I
you
say,
this pen,
yeah, but if
In
I
this
say,
pen, in Arabic, there's no A.
right, if I say look at
There's no A.
pen,
So we say هذا قلم. This is a pen, right?
So-
But if I want to say I'm going to write with this pen, سأكتب بهذه القلم.
yeah, so it's like look at
It's-
a pen, look at the pen,
Yes.
right? So you know which pen I'm talking about.
Okay. طيب. This is for مفرد.
It's not a lot actually. It's only done 2 pages
2 pages. Yeah.
compared to last week.
It's not we have
we
to
revised for 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, but
Look,
it seems like a lot of stuff, but it's not.
it's very easy. We'll go slow. I'll try not to go too fast. And every lesson we do a bit of a revision. It's good to go back
Yeah, of
and
course.
revise to keep it strong in us, even if you already understand the concept, okay? The revision is what makes you strong in the language. If we don't revise, it's not enough to just, okay, I know this concept, can we do something else? Because if we don't revise, maybe later down the track, we'll forget the concept. When we revise, we'll be stronger in the language. Mufrad qarib. Qarib means close. Close. Ba'id means far. Close is qarib. Ba'id means far. So هذا الكتاب قريب. هذا الكتاب قريب. Right? And why I say قريب? Because هذه and هذا is used for something is close. If you want to say something that is far, we say تلك
That is.
and ذلك.
Mufrad. Mufrad is far, right?
No, mufrad is singular.
قريب is close.
قريب is
Right.
close. Can we write down a list of things that we need from Tesco?
Which is.
Pen
Mm-hmm.
and the eraser.
قريب.
Can you read that like this? Just go over it. Yeah. تلك
What is it?
ذلك.
That is masculine and feminine. This is, and then that
تلك
is.
ذلك.
Yes.
This one is for قريب. قريب, right?
So هذه was مفرد قريب, right?
Yes.
So تلك will be مفرد what?
تلك is مفرد بعيد.
بعيد.
Yes.
So the
This one- this
the
one
calf would
look.
have a fatha on it, right?
تلك yes. تلك. Look. This is ذلك. Okay. But we can also say without the alif. But I'll put the alif there just to show you how it's pronounced. Okay.
Oh, but it
ذلك.
doesn't have the alif in it.
Yeah, ذلك.
It does have alif in it.
Yeah, if you put or you don't put, yani, the right way is to not put the alif.
Oh, I see.
Okay, the right way is not to put the alif. Okay, this is for mufrad. بعيد. بعيد. قريب is
Close.
close. بعيد is
Ah.
far. So I say تلك is for female. سيارة is female. So I say تلك السيارة. تلك السيارة. Right? That car. But for female. And I say ذلك الكتاب.